Thanks for joining us on the weekend edition of National Focus. I'm Kimani St. Coming up, government approves $4 million for housing in St. Joseph. Over 150 small business owners complete small business training in Paix-Bouche Constituency. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
I've been in the business for over 16 years. I get up in the mornings and I look forward to having the next cruise ship berth on island. When the visitor steps off the ship, the first impression is me. And I believe that I need to put my best foot forward and to ensure that everything I do it to the best of my ability. Based on my recommendation, visitors go to various sites, restaurants, bars, and vendors. I take that responsibility very seriously. I would like that the guest receives the same service that I have provided to that individual or guest. This business is bigger than me. Everybody plays a role. The cleaner who cleans my bus, my mechanic who does my checks, those persons ensure that I provide a quality service to the guest. The tourism dollar doesn't just stop with me. It allows me to pay the bank, visit the supermarket to feed myself and family, and have a drink with friends. My name is GIS, and tourism is my business.
Thanks for staying with us. To begin this newscast, the President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, His Excellency Charles Savre, has written a letter in response to the opposition leader, Honorable Lennox Linton. The letter reads as follows. This serves to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 9th March 2017, received at the office of the President in the afternoon of Friday, March 10th, posted on DNO and social media the said March 10th, and placed on my desk on Monday, 13th March 2017. As President, I am available to receive and have an exchange of views with any and all members of Parliament in a civil manner on matters affecting the governance of the state and of public interest. However, regrettably, your 4-page letter is replete with accusations and allegations against the Honorable Prime Minister and the President, at the end of which you call on the President to 1. Dismiss Prime Minister Skerrit and his cabinet from their offices in the government of Dominica. 2. Appoint through the constitutional process and based on agreement between the political parties and civil society organizations, a government of national unity mandated to run the affairs of state for the benefit of all Dominicans, criminalize the sale of diplomatic passports and the use of diplomatic immunity privileges for criminal activity, set up a commission of inquiry into the operations of Dominica's citizenship by investment program, facilitate completion of electoral reforms to ensure elections with integrity, and prepare for general elections within 12 months. You may wish to bring to my attention the provisions of the Constitution or any law on which you rely to make such a call on the President, and more particularly, which would allow the President lawfully to act as you propose. Moving on, the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, has committed $4 million for housing in the community of St. Joseph. The nation's leader made this announcement during a town hall meeting in St. Joseph on Thursday evening. He says this $4 million will cover the cost for the construction of 15 new homes and repairs for a number of homes for residents. Meantime, the government of Dominica has embarked on a program to eradicate pit latrines in Dominica. This goal was set to be accomplished by the year 2020. The Honorable Prime Minister told the people of St. Joseph that government will achieve this goal by the end of this year.
We have a list that has been presented by the Parliament of 30 people needing washrooms in St. Joseph. A total of $330,000 will be transferred to the Village Council by Friday next week to help build those washrooms for the residents of St. Joseph. And these funds, ladies and gentlemen, are available, and I hope the Parliament will Ministry of Housing can move very quickly to construct the homes and improve your homes here in St. Joseph.
He also revealed that 20 residents of the community will be added to the National Employment Program. Honorable Skerrit says that budding entrepreneurs will also be assisted, and those interested in owning a business will also be assisted financially. In more news, the Honorable Member of Parliament for the St. Joseph Constituency, Kelva Daru, is pleased with the advancements made in education in his constituency. While addressing a town hall meeting in his constituency on Thursday evening, Honorable Daru stated that $60,000 was spent by government for the establishment of an early childhood facility. The St. Joseph Early Childhood Center is being housed at the Caleb John Laura Primary School.
The government of Dominica invested in excess of $60,000 to have an early childhood center established at the Caleb Laura Primary School, giving our young people, our students, the opportunity to have the requisite skills, providing an opportunity that no child of early childhood age should be left out.
Honorable Daru says all teachers at the Early Childhood Center are engaged under the National Employment Program.
With the introduction of the National Employment Program, I ensure that all of the teachers at the early childhood institution, their salaries are now being paid by the government of Dominica. And the burden that the parents once had, and the teachers, the delays that they had in getting payments, that is a thing of the past. We have taken care of that. And this comes with dialogue and listening to people. And that is what representation is about. You listen to your people, and then you act on their behalf and get things to happen.
The Honorable MP stated that St. Joseph has also benefited from the government's school transportation program. He noted that 2 buses transport students to the Seventh-day Adventist High School in Portsmouth.
All of the students who attend the Dominica Seventh-day Adventist Secondary School in Portsmouth, the government of Dominica meets the cost of transportation for the students here in St. Joseph. We pay the buses because we understand that some of the students, they want to go to the high school in Portsmouth, and we have 2 buses from the community which transport our students, and we ensure that we pay the buses, so that is a burden that the parents don't have to look after.
Students from the community attending the Dominica State College and the Business Training Center also received transportation allowance.
I can report this evening that we have 40 students who attend both the Dominica State College and the Business Training Center here in St. Joseph who receive a transportation allowance to go to school. And again, this did not just happen. But as the Member of Parliament, every summer I take the opportunity to meet with the students who attend the State College and BTC. We meet at the community center. We dialogue, we speak, we reason out. And they said, Para, we need some assistance for our transportation. Some of the parents came to me as well. And that is why, as a Member of Parliament, as your humble servant, I ensure that we make this provision and the students are receiving their allowance at the Village Council.
Honorable Daru says government is also meeting the cost of the tuition fees for students attending the Dominica State College and the Business Training Center. The Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Paix-Bouche Constituency, Rosalind Paul, has revealed that $550,000 has been made available by the government of Dominica for the construction of 50 washrooms in Paix-Bouche. She made the announcement at a closing ceremony for a 4-day small business training workshop for small business owners in her constituency on Thursday.
Government also has an expedited pit latrine elimination program, and we are grateful we received the funds for 50 washrooms for the Paix-Bouche community. By the end of 2017, we're doing it very speedily in the Paix-Bouche Constituency, and hopefully by the end of 2017, we will have done the 119 washrooms in Paix-Bouche to be done, the 19 or so in Paix-Bouche, and also the 16 or so in Benz will be done.
Honorable Paul stated that the project will be implemented by the village council and will engage persons of the surrounding communities.
In a few days' time, in a couple weeks' time, I will be calling all the contractors of the community to a meeting, not just for washrooms, but there are some roads that are going to come up. So I'll be calling all contractors to a meeting. I'll also be calling all the beneficiaries for the washrooms to a meeting as we prepare to commence the 50 washrooms and to complete a few others, I think 4 or 5 that have started.
Chairman of the Paix-Bouche Village Council, John Peter, expressed his thanks to the government for embarking on this project.
On behalf of the villagers of Paix-Bouche, the village council, and the persons who will be receiving the facilities, let me say on their behalf, thank you to the government of Dominica, and especially Ms. Paul. I've been working for good for the time. We are grateful that we could get these facilities going. I can tell you that I know the council will take pride in building it. We've built some already. They've been successfully completed. So we want to say thank you, and we hope that the council, the incoming council, because as you would have known that the council has been dissolved. There's an inauguration coming up early next month. I will not be there again, but I'll still be in Paix-Bouche to assist wherever I can. So let's trust that the upcoming council will follow the past council pattern and do a wonderful job in constructing these facilities. Once again, I want to say thank you to Ms. Paul. Thank you very much for the assistance you have given us during the time of my reign, and we're going to keep close from then on. Thank you very much.
On Friday, a contract of over $500,000 was signed for work to commence on the Dubla River Defense Wall project. Funding for the project has been provided under the Basic Needs Trust Fund BNTF 8 program. The signing ceremony was held under the patronage of the Honorable Minister for Social Services, Family and Gender Affairs, Lady Catherine Daniel. The 8th program of the BNTF is a special development fund of the Caribbean Development Bank, the CDB. In December 2014, the Board of Directors of the CDB at its 264th meeting approved the BNTF 8 with grants of $10 million from the resources of Special Development Fund Unified SDF 8 to 10 beneficiaries: Belize, Grenada, Guyana, Montserrat, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Turks and Caicos, and Dominica. GIS will bring you more from that signing ceremony in a subsequent newscast. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I worked in the service industry for 9 years, and I love it because of the people I get to meet every day. And that's one of the reasons I went back to college, to be better able to serve the tourists when they come to our destination and to be able to learn more about Dominica. I love learning more about Dominica because the more I learn, the more I can share. And I just want to share Dominica with everyone. I'm from Munjan, which is in the southeast of Dominica, and have lived overseas for 24 years. Living overseas has made me appreciate Dominica and all it has to offer, like taking a walk in the forest, going to the botanical garden, or even drinking fresh Swiss water. I never thought I could miss green so much. Even as a student, I'm still directly linked to the tourism industry, from something as simple as giving directions to tourists, or even more involved like an internship at a hotel, or a cleanup campaign with DHTA. As a tourism student, I have made the decision to take my place in this tourism industry. My name is Lucina Nicholas, and tourism is my business.
Welcome back. Over 150 small business owners residing in the Northeast are now better equipped to manage and develop their businesses thanks to the Ministry of Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development. On Thursday, the ministry hosted the closing ceremony of a small business training held at the Atlantic View Resort. Facilitator Macmara Joseph gave an overview of the 4-week workshop.
Let me commend the government of Dominica for doing an excellent job and the Ministry of Commerce for providing avenues and support for young people and all persons in Dominica who want to get involved in business. Over the last 4 days, over 150 persons sat here in this room to get trained in business. And it was a really exciting time. We looked at a number of topics, and I'll go through them with you. First of all, we looked at how to run a small business, and that's where we looked at 3 main steps in setting up a small business. The first one is self-assessment. Second step, business assessment. The third step, market assessment. And we're able to actually look at a SWOT analysis as a strategic tool for business development. We looked at marketing and promotion. We're able to look at strategies to set our products and services apart and strategies to promote our small business. We were also able to pinpoint our target markets.
The Honorable Minister for Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development, Roslyn Paul, commented on the importance of small businesses to the nation's economy.
Small businesses, they are very critical to economic development. And in Dominica, it's no less. Many of you survive. Many of you are employed because you have a small business. There is no way that any government can employ everybody. And besides, the big companies cannot always embrace you. But you have created employment or about to create employment for yourselves and even for others through small businesses. And the government of Dominica recognizes that. And that is why we have been investing so much in small businesses. We invest not only in providing you with financial assistance, but with training and with technical advice. So embrace us, embrace the ministry. Do not think it's a bother when our staff come to you. It is because our goal is to see you succeed so that you can grow, so that you can be stabilized, so that you can grow and make more money for yourselves, make more money to take care of yourselves and your families.
She urged the participants to reinvest in their businesses in order to grow, commenting that the growth of small businesses creates a more self-sustainable country.
Small businesses, as I say, creates employment. It ensures that there are goods and services that are in demand, that they are provided for. It ensures that we can have reach the export level, and I would hope some of us reach the export level to meet demands that are out there, so we do not only provide locally, but we can provide for export. And when we export, it helps in bringing back foreign exchange to the country. And it helps in expanding the economy. And one of government's strategies is to decentralize businesses, to decentralize enterprises. And that is why we have gone out. We are even decentralizing of late the grant funding. And so that at one time you would have modern towns as commercial centers. But when we decentralize enterprises, we are ensuring that their economic activities within rural communities as well.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Esther Thomas, encouraged those in need of assistance to not shy away from the ministry as the doors are always open.
At any juncture of the journey of developing the business that you need to get advice, counseling, guidance, feel free to find Mr. Michael Walter. If you cannot find him, you are free to come up to the Ministry of Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development. We are on the 3rd floor of government headquarters at the old government building, not the financial center. We are at the 3rd floor, government headquarters, okay? And we have some lovely staff there who would guide you in terms of how you find that assistance.
Participant Webster Marie shared his thoughts on the workshop.
Today's session was very informal, very educational for me. And I have not been given anything by the government as yet, but this is a platform that I appreciate. And I'm happy that my mother could come, my aunt could come, so they could understand there's more to just starting a business and operating. There's a lot of nitty-gritty that goes behind it. And today we got a good breakdown. Managers, owners of the business, you can't just sit down at the back and say, work, bring money for me. Everybody is responsible, all hands on deck. That's how business survives. That's how we can move on. So this was timely for me. I thank you, and it has brought my knowledge to a great extent. Thank you very much.
Participant Tiziana Duran also gave her testimonial.
I must say I'm one of the many here today who is very grateful for this opportunity. I would like to say a special thank you to my parent, Ms. Roslyn Paul, to all those who are working with the small business staff. Of November of 2011, I've been trying to have my own business, and it has been unsuccessful due to financial problems. But 2017, I was one who got a financial grant, so I'm very grateful for that. And my business is to do fishing, so by the monies that I obtain, it's a great start for me, because to start your own business is not easy. So on behalf of myself and the participants, I would like to say thank you.
And that's news. Let's now join Prisca Julian for this week's edition of Flashback.
Welcome to this week's edition of Flashback. In the headlines this week, the rehabilitation of the West Coast Road will begin in the first week of April. This was revealed by the Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit during a town hall meeting in Dublin on Sunday. The US $100 million China-funded Edward Oliver Leblanc Highway was officially opened in April 2012. Parts of the structure were, however, compromised by heavy rains and massive flooding due to Tropical Storm Erika. Also this week, the Honorable Prime Minister and Minister for Finance Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit announced that he will be meeting with relevant stakeholders to discuss the issues of public sector wages. He made this announcement at a town hall meeting in Loda on Wednesday. He noted that government will strive to ensure that those benefiting from the public assistance program will continue to do so regardless of the outcome of the meeting. The community of Dublin will benefit from an over $500,000 river defense wall. Many residents of that community are affected by the river during storms or excess rainfall. This was revealed by the Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Creole constituency, Lady Catherine Daniel, while addressing a town hall meeting in Dublin on Sunday. Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit has given a commitment to relocate the residents of Dublin living close in proximity to the sea. He was addressing a town hall meeting in Dublin on Sunday. Honorable Skerrit said government is prepared to relocate residents of these homes if they are willing. Residents of the Salisbury constituency can expect to soon see extensive road rehabilitation work in their communities. That's according to caretaker of the Salisbury constituency, Nichols Esprit, at a town hall meeting on Monday evening at the Community Resource Center in Monmouth. Esprit announced that the Honorable Minister for Finance, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, has approved well over $10 million for road work in the communities of Monmouth, Coolibistry, and Salisbury. Also this week, we witnessed the launch of the first mobile application to enhance transportation options in Dominica. Mobile application Aura, launched by Vistal Technology, will allow customers to request transportation to and from destinations. These were some of the headline stories making the news this week. For details of each of these stories and others, visit our website or Facebook page. Back to you, Kimani.
Thank you, Priska. Shaakira Pierre is up next with Creole Highlights.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Premier ministre Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit qui conduit un meeting et puis Trade Union Society Civile et puis Religion à ce le 24 avril l'année 2007. Si le Premier ministre Skerrit tend la rive pour une conversation et puis c'est moun ça là pour discuter l'état économique pays là. Il dit partait toujours un Premier ministre, il était un teacher, comme ça il a comprendre bien clair ça qui a passé. Il dit en temps qui passé, Trade Union te a préparé koyo pour une négociation et pays te point en considération l'état la économie là. PM Skerrit dit il voulait une meilleure la vie pour tout dominicain, raison pour miter là. À la nouvelle, étudiant l'école Paix-Bouche qui a tapé éducation pour avancer koyo. Your programme qui a tapé si pour membre parlement pour constituency là, Honorable Johnson Jaigo, qui a conduit à l'école là.
Nous les enfants vivent en grade 6 et nous avons préparé pour aller à l'école secondaire parce que nous avons Universal Secondary Education. Même si tous les enfants pas à ce même level, mais nous les tous les enfants vivent en compétence qui a préparé bien pour ça aller en secondaire. So nous avons des enfants et puis extra lesson, des enfants qui passent à lire, nous avons aider qui voient qui apprennent à lire, des enfants qui passent à faire maths, nous avons aider qui voient qui ça faire maths problème yo, et bien nous avons parler et puis parents pour bas enfants l'enmoyer besoin pour tous les enfants nous apprendre parce que il y a trop d'opportunités à présent la terre qui si nous pas préparer les enfants nous pour il y a pas que ces opportunités ça.
Compagnie Ectel a tout de suite présenté un bill neuf qui concerne les affaires électroniques. Une délégation Ectel visité pays là pour une discussion et puis gouvernement société civile et puis compagnie Telecoms manière pour aller devant. Directeur Ectel Amber Charles fait parole qui bill là autant important parce qu'il règle les compétitions à sous la place là. Il aussi fait parole qui bill neuf là qu'a fait provision pour Ectel Chain Tribunal pour adresser dispute entre compagnies telecoms. Il aussi mentionné Consumer Protection bagay qui autant important. Et puis finalement, gouvernement Dominique qui bâti la place et puis Community Center à St. Joseph. Parole ça la sortie Hodman Parlement pour Constituency St. Joseph, Honorable Kelva Daru, par un total meeting qui prend place jeudi semaine là. Si le Honorable Daru, ta la rive pour St. Joseph taper ses facilités ça là, bagay qui mène développement en communauté là. Honorable Daru dit design et puis costing qu'a tapé attention pour faciliter ces projets-là. Honorable Daru dit musique a mis en place pour ces projets-là là commencer avant l'autre élection là. Honorable Daru aussi mentionné l'argent qui pour dépenser à ce chemin Cuba pour car home, toilette et puis maison. Ça c'est tout pour nouvelle à Creole. Non moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Ni un bon week-end. Au revoir.
Coming up next, your natural remedy for beating insomnia. Insomnia is difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, even when a person has the chance to do so. People with insomnia can feel dissatisfied with their sleep and usually experience one or more of the following symptoms: fatigue, low energy, difficulty concentrating, mood disturbances, and decreased performance in work or at school. However, there are natural remedies which can help you beat your insomnia. Before bedtime, eat a handful of cherries, which scientists discovered are jam-packed with melatonin, the same hormone created by your body to regulate sleep patterns. A warm bath and lavender fragrances will also help induce sleep. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website, news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I'm Kimani St. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.